How's it going, everybody? This is the discussion board post for week 7, I believe, and we're going to be talking about GPS system malfunctions. For me personally, I've never had a GPS system malfunction. We fly the 172s with the G1000, which that's what this course is, so I'm sure all of us are pretty familiar with that system. I fortunately have never had it malfunction before. I guess unfortunately for this discussion board post because I don't have an example. But I guess I was trying to think of a good one. I guess you could say that you're flying along maybe just a given route by ATC, or you're flying on a Victor Airway and you lose your HSI, so then you don't really have course guidance. So all of a sudden you don't really have a heading or a course to follow. In that case, I would say try to find your next point in your route and fly a heading, whether it may be magnetic or just off of your true heading from your HSI. But if that went bad and it's malfunctioning, then I would say go old school with the compass and just remember all of your compass errors at that point. Hopefully you have some sort of map with you and you could use that. In this case, that could be one malfunction. I guess you could say another is, say you're loading in an approach and the approach is not the correct one, and you've been cleared for it and you're possibly in the busy airspace. If you're not able to load the approach on the G1000, then you could stick to solely flying the approach off of your approach plate and just sticking to the minimums for visibility and altitude for each fix of the approach. That would be another possible malfunction. The G1000s are very reliable, so it does make it hard to find a malfunction. I think that's really it. The HSI one seems for me to be the most possible. I really don't know what would happen if there was a malfunction, but that seems like it'd be likely. Say if you weren't you were below the minimum receiving altitude, just for signals, because that would make it more of a challenge once you were at that altitude to get those signals. So I guess you would lose just your possible location and also the HSI on top of it. So that seems most likely out of all the malfunctions, if there was to be one. I think that's about it. All right, thanks everybody.